And welcome to TBAC. This is the news. I'm Jordan, and we're joined by Matt
Hello.
and Jack.
Hi.
Right, tonight we're going to kick off with the British Gaming BAFTAs, which was a couple of days ago.
Yep.
And let's go through some of the categories that have won. Just go down. Best British Game, which was won by GTA 5, and in its categories were Tearaway, The Room 2, Lego Marvel, Superheroes, Gunpoint, and Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
So,
Do you agree with that?
well, out of that list, I've played 3 of them. I've played Grand Theft Auto 5, Tearaway, and Lego Marvel. And Tearaway is kind of decent.
Tearaway is an indie game, isn't it?
Nothing special. Lego Marvel is great, as all Lego games are, but it's still pretty similar to every other Lego game. And then, yeah, in my view, Grand Theft Auto 5 was the clear winner in that category.
It's quite a poor category, really.
Yeah.
True.
You
I mean,
know,
Jack, you've only played one game in that, haven't you?
Yeah, I've only played Grand Theft Auto, but it just shows that the British game industry does need to make some better games.
Yeah, there just aren't many studios here, I guess.
Yeah, because
right.
GTA is made in Scotland.
True. That is true. Actually, it's just not, well, it guess British does count as Scotland.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna pick out some of the better ones here. Best action and adventure game. That was won by The Last of Us.
Yeah.
It had Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, Badland, Grand Theft Auto 5, Lego Marvel Superheroes, and Tomb Raider in its category.
I totally agree
Right.
that Last of Us should have won.
Jordan, what's your opinion on this?
I haven't played The Last of Us, so I don't really know. I've played Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Lego Marvel. I've got Tomb Raider on the side to play, so I can probably hint to that more after I played that.
Yeah.
Yet again, we were saying before we started this news that that there wasn't some of the games didn't seem very actiony, or maybe weren't exactly an action game or adventure game maybe.
Yeah.
It's not the strongest category again, I don't think, but then again maybe it is.
I don't even know what Badland is.
Neither do I.
I've not heard of it. I mean, my pick for the win of that would be Tomb Raider.
Really?
Yeah. That's my game of the year for last year.
Well, mine's
Easily.
Last of Us.
You haven't even finished The Last of Us, though.
No, I might not finish it because I've had other games to play at the time, but that game, I still remember more as every part of it. It ends the previous gen console for me, more or less.
Badland is a £2.49 game.
Oh. Well, there we go.
It is an
Never
app.
heard of it.
And I would actually, if I'm being honest, I would actually vote for I would actually say GTA 5 because that's
You think that's an action-adventure game, though?
No, but that's probably the best game I played last year.
Yeah, so for Game of the Year, maybe, but I would say
True.
even Assassin's Creed 4 fits the
Yeah.
category better.
Yeah,
I just
that's
don't
true.
think GTA deserves to be in that category, really. It's a
Let's
great
see
game,
what-
but wrong
let's-
category.
The best story game, which was won by The Last of Us, again. I'm
Yeah.
trying to see
Who else was
in
in?
that category.
Who else was in that category?
I'm trying to find it as we speak.
The Stanley
What's the
Parable, Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, Grand Theft Auto 5, Gone Home, Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons.
Okay, let's get this straight. Gone Home doesn't really have a story. It's
It's
about a
another indie
lesbian
game.
who runs away with her lesbian partner or something along this. If I've got it completely wrong, then I've got it wrong. But from my understanding, that is what it is.
Okay,
Brothers: A
fair
Tale of the Two Sons also doesn't really have a story.
enough. Great.
Ni no Kuni I have sitting on the side, and I really need to play that, but I haven't. I would say The Last of Us, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Last of Us got a brilliant story, and I'd say Grand Theft Auto would be close.
I would say that I know you would probably give me some shit for this, but the story in The Last of Us is easily the best story I've seen outside of an RPG game ever.
And yet you
Uh,
don't give it the best action adventure game.
Because it doesn't really fit that category.
Well,
No,
I don't
'cause
think.
hasn't The Last of Us got like, I might be wrong here, don't quote me. The Last of Us, maybe I'm thinking of Beyond, which has got similar controls to Heavy Rain.
Yeah, it's not The Last of Us. It's Heavy.
Oh, okay.
It's Beyond.
but you say it doesn't fit the category, but it's very much similar to what Tomb Raider is, the way it's styled.
Yeah, but it's hard to categorize The Last of Us, I think. Overall, it's more of an experience with some stealth gameplay.
Yeah, but
No.
so's the Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider has less story elements. Like, I definitely would never say the story in that game deserved it. Well, it's not on the list, and it's fine story, but it's nothing special.
Okay.
But yeah, for the story, Last of Us definitely wins. I think we should talk about if you don't mind, Jordan, talk about the game design category.
Yep, go ahead. Give me 1 second, because once again my fucking iPad had a fit.
All right, I'll read out who's in it. You've got
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5, who won. You've got
Mhm.
Tomb Raider. You've got Tearaway. You've got Papers, Please. You have The Last of Us, and you have Assassin's Creed 4. And I would definitely give this one to GTA. It's hard to say what
I guess the thing is that,
award for game design should be.
because I guess the
Oh,
thing
isn't
about game design, it depends what your budget is on how good a game designer can be.
Yeah, but then you've got Papers, Please, which was made by one guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
I
but are you just giving it to Grand Theft Auto because of like the water element?
the water element.
No, because the way the water texture is, the way it
No.
looks. What?
No, I'm giving it for the overall.
You
game
think how
design,
big
the amount
GTA
of
is
stuff
in
that-
general?
Yeah, just the amount of stuff, excluding the online, because the online is horribly lacking. Just the whole single player experience. There is so much to do in that game. It's got multiple endings. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's. Yeah.
See, for the game design, I'd say Last of Us is again, but that's just me.
Yeah. No, The Last of Us is good, but I think it's all the little things in GTA that GTA has that Last of Us sort of doesn't have, because Last of Us is based around the whole experience, but GTA has these, like, just even the little random missions you find around the map. Just, yeah. Or the Easter eggs they have everywhere and stuff. The UFOs and what have you.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And to round this segment off, I'm gonna go with, because we all do play sports games. The best sports game in 2014 was FIFA 14. Not very surprising, I suppose that.
We all play sports games?
Oh, well, not all of us, but most of us play sports games, Matthew.
You've played a
yeah,
sports
so
game.
FIFA 14 won that. F1 2013 was in the category of NBA 2K14, Grid 2, Forza Motorsport 5, and Football Manager for 2014.
I have a question for you, Jordan. Do you agree FIFA
Yes.
14 should have won that? Because I know you're a big F1 fan.
On sport games, I guess it's quite hard. I actually think Grid 2 could have deserved to win that. Actually, Grid 2 was an amazing game.
Did you play Grid 2?
Yeah, I bought Grid 2. Yeah, it was a good game.
Oh.
Was
See,
a
all
very
I've
good
played
game.
from that list is FIFA 14. And I'm assuming Football Manager is pretty much exactly like every year previously.
Football Manager. Football Manager. I don't even know how it gets onto that category. It's a very boring game.
Well, you think that, but a lot of people
Quite
enjoy it.
Yeah, I just get
Yeah.
sacked after like 6 games and it's over.
You're not very good at it then.
No, of course not. I'm not very good at anything like that. But you know, right. So
I do think quickly we should talk about the multiplayer category though.
yeah,
Because
actually,
obviously
yeah, go on.
we're a channel based around mainly multiplayer games. So GTA
Oh.
won,
I don't see how.
and I'm not happy about that because it was a mess, and then there's nothing really to keep you there.
No. I
Like,
agree.
me and Jack played it a bit. It was really grindy. There was no variation in missions. They were just... It presents itself like there's a load of stuff to do, but there really isn't.
Should
I'm
I
going
tell
to be
you?
honest. It's a very poor list of games, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say that as well.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that there's no like LOL because Dota's there, and there's no like
Yeah.
Warcraft.
Well, LOL probably wasn't launched in 2014.
Yeah.
2013, even. I would vote for Warframe, personally. Fucking love Warframe.
See,
Was it on there soon enough to get a category? But like I said, we said Warframe's a beta, innit? So it probably doesn't get a list on
Yeah.
See, if
Yeah,
out of that
that's true.
category, I'd probably say the one that deserves it most would probably be World of Tanks because I know that's a very online, well-known played online-based game.
Yeah. I would have liked us to have been able to play more of Super Mario 3D World before this. But we've only played the first few levels, haven't we?
I'm
Yeah.
guessing this doesn't. I mean, cause the way it says multiplayer games, to me, when you say Super Mario 3D World, to me that's not an online game. To me, if I played multiplayer, that'd be us like three of us in a room.
Yeah, but it's still multiplayer.
Yeah, no, I'm saying a lot of these other games are multiplayer. It's not a very clear category. It says multiplayer. To me, multiplayer is not online.
Yeah.
It should say online multiplayer.
Yeah, that's true. Also,
You know,
why is
and I'm not being
Battlefield 4
rude to
there?
any of these games on this list, but if you're doing online multiplayer, there's only one game that tends to win, and that's Call of Duty.
Yeah, pretty much.
And not being rude, also said about is Call of Duty's not been nominated for a single category.
I guess people are probably sick of it after.
But Battlefield been nominated for plenty.
It's
I
because of
don't
the
understand.
game design, more or less.
No, but it's been voted multiplayer, and that's a buggy mess.
Yeah, exactly. How does that make sense? They just got a problem against Activision or something.
I only just saw Battlefield 4 being in there, and I just don't understand how. Do not understand how.
Well, that is the end of the beta segment. If you have any comments on what you think should be in these categories, just drop a comment in the section below.
Okay, what are we moving on to now?
We are moving on to. Let me just get the schedule up. We're going to move on to. I think we're going to move on to a virtual reality headset. There's been more news on this week. That I did read somewhere today a quote that said, quote me. Sony said that they're going into the next innovation in gaming.
And this is to be revealed at GDC.
Yes, which is next week. And Sony apparently got a big slot for this as well. Apparently.
Okay. So we talked about this a little last time. So Jack, what are your opinions on it? Because we've already said ours.
Well, the virtual
pretty
headset,
much.
I can see it being a lot like what the Oculus Rift is, and that's not really going to make it stand out. For me, it's got to make something very big, and it will cost an awful lot of money.
Well, I suppose the main selling points are that it would probably be compatible with PlayStation 4, unlike the Oculus Rift. And it's also supposed to be in HD, and the Oculus Rift isn't, as far as I'm aware.
But as you said on the last news, they have to get a proper gaming company to do a proper game for it, not get a load of indie games for them.
Yeah. It's easy to just shove out a load of indie games for it and say, there you go. But that doesn't justify the price of what is probably going to be a few £100, I would imagine. Yeah.
I guess the thing is, like you say, unless they've actually got developers alongside ready to make big games for it, and that are going to be good to play, there's no point really talking about it, is there really? Or even really.
Don't get me wrong. I think it's a good idea, and I am quite looking forward to it because it could actually be real fun. But unless they're bringing out something good to go with it, I'm not seeing the point.
The other issue is, what if they make you use PlayStation Move with it? It makes sense, but is that what you want to be doing?
Not really.
But is PlayStation Move compatible with PS4?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, didn't know that.
I didn't think they were going to continue with the PlayStation Move, considering after it sort of plummeting.
No, it was in one of those demos, wasn't it? I think I might be wrong, but I think only the Playroom uses PlayStation Move at all at the moment.
Hmm.
I don't know of any other games that use
doesn't
it.
that does it really use Move? Because I've normally on the PS3 it come up with games like it said Move compatible. I haven't seen
Yeah.
any games come
And
up
you
with
used to
that.
get a stupid thing come up on the screen to show you that it was Move compatible, where to put the thing
Yeah.
on your wrist.
Oh yeah, like every time you boot up a Wii game.
Yes.
Yep.
I think the Playroom does it because that's the software that's bundled in. But you also need the iToy camera or whatever they call it now.
I'm
Bet
pretty
you
sure
have
it's
to
still
buy.
called
I bet you have to
IT.
buy. I bet you have to buy an iToy camera to use the virtual reality.
No. What?
No.
No, that'd be stupid.
It should
But
come
would
with
it?
head
But would it,
tracking
though?
in the software.
Yes. Well,
But would it?
Why would you?
What if they say? What if they say to you that to make the virtual reality work, you need to have the iToy in it so it picks up with the thing on.
How would it? No, because you'll be plugged in. You'll be moving your head and it'll sense the motion, like a Wii remote.
Yeah, like the Oculus Rift was. I guess I could see them bundling it with it, but I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we'll have more news on the virtual reality headset in our next segment on news, which will be in 2 weeks' time, and hopefully we'll have a lot more information to give you about it. Maybe, I don't know if Sony will reveal a price. At least they probably will reveal a time when it will be released.
Yeah, I
we're
wouldn't
hoping.
assume a price just yet, but
No. So we're now going to move on to something that's come up recently to light is Watchdog graphics. Apparently, Ubisoft have had to come out and defend the fact that the graphics have not been downgraded.
but have they defended it? What have they said? Because it looks downgraded to me.
They said that they haven't downgraded it. Apparently, the graphics are what they were like before,
But they're not.
but they're not. Yeah,
Have you seen it, Jack? The new trailer.
I have not. No.
the
Okay.
graphics actually do look worse.
It's gone from looking like a next gen game to a mid-era PS3 game, maybe a bit higher.
Hmm.
Like it doesn't look as good as The Last of Us for one thing.
No, that's true.
So I don't know. I don't know what's happening with that because they've delayed it to make it better. But if the
It's got
graphics,
worse.
yeah. I mean, I'm still excited for the game. I'm still going to buy it. Graphics aren't that big of a deal to me, but
Yeah.
I'm just confused as to
I
they've
like
built up all this
graphics.
hype around its graphics, and now the graphics aren't really.
I mean, I guess it'd be hard to tell what the graphics will be like until we actually play it. I think you'll be able to tell pretty quickly whether it's up to next gen quality or not.
See,
Yeah.
I'm about.
True.
I like graphics in the game. That to me sort of sometimes defies a game, and because
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest
Yeah.
story play person, but graphics do mean quite a lot to me.
Yeah, see, I'm definitely more of a story person than graphics. Graphics are, yeah, they're nice and all.
I think.
Don't get me wrong, but
I think, for me, graphics help a story.
true. It always helps if the story that.
It always helps if you've got a very pretty game with a very good story.
That's
sort of
exactly
thing.
what
So,
I was gonna say.
So, like, you could basically have if you're being honest, you can have a crappy story game, but the graphics should keep you in the game 'cause it looks really good and it's really playable.
Yeah.
Where
Sort
if
of
the
feel
graphics
that
are
way about Knack. Knack really
Yeah.
looks amazing. The story is there, but the cutscenes look amazing.
Yeah, I mean the graphics are really
Like-
good, and it's but then again, that's just a good playable game, really, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
but I
Okay.
mean, if you're being honest about it, in such a way that like if you got a game that's got a shit story and good graphics, it helps you play. If you've got a game that's got crap graphics and a good story, will it outbalance itself? I suppose maybe
me,
yes,
it does.
sometimes no. Depends how much you enjoy it though.
It depends on the person. Depends on
Yeah.
the person.
Yeah,
Yeah, just to bring it back to Watch Dogs, I've got it playing in the background. It does look quite like the way the hand motions and the way things are working and moving. It does look previous gen, not what we would classify as next gen.
Yeah. It's also the character models. When you see their faces, you can tell that the polygon count has been lowered a bit, I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It doesn't look as good as it did in E3. and I don't see how that's possible.
Well, it was a tech demo at E3, probably.
Yeah,
Well,
and,
but they did do a walkthrough of a level, didn't they, at E3, didn't they?
yeah,
Yeah, but it's easy to mock that up, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's a lot
true.
easier to have a small space with more processing power go into it than when you have the full game unlocked
Yeah,
and
they've
you
had-
have to spend
they've
processing
had
power on
enough
like the
time
city.
to sort
Yeah.
Well,
this
none of
out.
us are denying that. I mean, I guess the thing
Yeah.
is, one, I mean, you'd hope they would have played it on a next gen console, the trailer, but they might have played it on a PS3 on a PS. It might be on a PS3 console. I'm not saying it is, but you never know. They might not say these things.
Yeah, but again, that would be a weird choice because even if it does look like that on the PS3, why would you not show off the better version?
Yeah, true.
I mean, you don't have to say which version was playing, but
No,
you should show off the better version because it
yeah,
will get more people to buy it.
Yeah,
I'd agree
I
with
don't
that.
know. I'm hoping for the best, and if in the end of the day, as long as the game is great, I can overlook how the graphics have turned out.
I might
Yeah,
not
so
be able
could
to.
I.
Fair
And
enough.
while we're on the longer lines of games, it was announced a couple of days ago that Drive Club is now going to be delayed indefinitely.
Yeah, back to the drawing board, they said.
Sony actually haven't really given a reason for it.
Oh, no, they have. They
Have
said
they
that it
really?
would just... They said that, basically, what they'd been working on was a load of shit.
Oh, great.
I've paraphrased, but they said it just wasn't fun to play, and they've gone back to the drawing board.
You
True.
paraphrase, yeah. That actually wasn't in their statement. This is a load of shit.
No, they didn't say our game is a load of shit.
Okay, just making sure, just in case I misread it.
So from a game that was now more or less a launch title to now that a game has gone back to the drawing boards.
Yeah.
This
Ah.
is very bad.
We're still going to get it on PlayStation Plus, though. Yay.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Ah.
But
I don't know if I'm excited about that now or not.
Yeah.
for them to bring it back to the drawing boards means that this game better turn out better than any other driving game that's going to come out this year.
But then you've got that Ubisoft driving game that
The Crew.
I'm not the biggest fan of driving games, but that looks better and it has the social element that Drive
Yeah.
Club is meant to have.
I am looking
The
forward
thing
to this
is-
game so much.
See, the thing is, I like driving games, but neither game appealed to me as a driving game.
Really?
Have you been like killed from the whole social racing thing by Need for Speed Rivals?
Yeah, Need for Speed Rivals was the most bullshit game I've ever played. It was seriously. I mean, I didn't think it. I have to admit, I didn't buy it knowing that it was just an online-based game, and I played it for about 10 minutes, and I couldn't get to a single challenge because everybody else was just trying to attack me.
I know Drive Club, well, before they went back to the drawing board, Drive Club definitely had a single player element.
Yeah,
I don't know about the crew.
I think the crew definitely had a very online-based element.
Yeah, The Crew, I
Well,
think,
that
starts
was-
off single player and then it brings you into the multiplayer slowly.
Yeah, because a lot of the crew's multiplayer stuff looked like it was about sharing your car creations and then driving around with your friends.
Yeah, because you have a crew
Yeah.
and then you create your own car from scratch, which I love. It's something I would love to do, and to be able to do it in a game was just better. It's just
Yeah.
great.
It also looks slightly more arcadey than Drive Club does, which
Yes.
makes me like it a bit more because I'm not a big fan of my realistic racing simulators.
Oh, see, that's what gets me into. That's what I like about racing, sadly.
See, I hope it has a bit of both.
Yeah. Not too arcadey,
Yeah.
not Mario Kart style, but somewhere in between.
And we're going to keep it on the lines of PlayStation 4 gaming. Still, we're going to say that the new Batman Arkham game was announced, or trailer. It was trailered this week or last week.
Last week,
Last week.
I
Last
believe.
week.
And it's called Arkham Knight. I mean, I don't know. I don't think any of you two have played any games in the Arkham series, have you?
The
I've
only
played a
one
bit
I've
of one.
played is Blackgate Arkham Origins, or Arkham Origins Blackgate, which was the 3DS and PS Vita title, and I platinumed it, but it's nothing like the main games in the series.
Yeah, I
So-
played the first one, and then our cousin Michael took it, and I never got it back.
Yeah.
It was a really good game though. I really enjoyed it, but I haven't played 2 or 3 to say I could sit there and say because I want to finish number 1, but I never got it back. So
I was going to pick up the Trilogy Collection, but I opted to go for Beyond Two Souls instead, which I haven't
Yeah.
played. And now I can't seem to find the Trilogy Collection for a reasonable price on PS3 anywhere. So
are you regretting
Yeah.
your choice?
yes, because Beyond Two Souls is easy to find, and the Trilogy Collection is not. if I'd known that it was that rare, I definitely would have bought it. But you know, we all make bad decisions at some point.
The trailer does look very good though.
I don't think I've seen the trailer, but yeah,
No, it looks impressive.
it's a exclusively next gen game, isn't it? It's only
Yes.
PS4, Xbox
Yes.
One, and PC.
Yep.
So is it this year coming out?
Yes, end of this. I think it's the end of this year.
Good. So it seems like we're finally seeing some proper next gen titles being developed.
Yes.
Yeah,
is
it's
nice.
about time
Instead
to be
of-
honest.
Yeah, I mean we did have Titanfall launch last week, which who
Sucks.
cares? It's also on the 360 in case you don't want to buy an Xbox One, which you shouldn't. We got Infamous coming out next week.
Yep, can't wait.
Yep, me and Jack. I don't know if you're going to be able to join us for the first playing session, Jordan, on Friday. Probably not. But we're planning on recording several parts of a Let's Play for that. And we'll be releasing that daily as well. So that will be something to look out for.
I hadn't planned on buying it. I have to admit.
It's not multiplayer.
I know. I'm just saying I hadn't planned on buying it.
Yeah.
Well,
well,
I've played every Infamous in the series and I've enjoyed every one of them. Well, both
yeah,
of them.
I'm currently playing through the first one on my channel, youtube.com/user/impeccable cookie.
Nice plug.
Yeah,
I was about to say that. the
I
same
aim to
thing.
do that at least once a week. Yeah, I'm enjoying the first one. I've played a bit of it before. It's fun. I don't know why I didn't finish it. I definitely am going to finish it this time. And then I'm going to move on to number 2, which I also have downloaded. And then, if me and Jack don't manage to beat it in one sitting, which is possible, I'll probably buy it at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We're going to move on to someone this week on Xbox got the 1 million gamer scores.
Yeah, he did it just the other day. I think it was the night of Titanfall's launch, he got a 50 gamer score achievement, which put him to 1 million gamer score exactly.
Wow.
Which
Is he the first guy to do that?
Yes, the very first guy, and he live streamed it.
That's an
And to
achievement.
put that in perspective, a normal retail game without any DLC it adds up to a total of 1,000 gamer score.
What, each game?
So it's the equivalent of
Well, you played 10,000 games, is that right?
yeah, not 3 zeros off 1 million. And
You do math. Come on. Please
I
don't
know,
do this.
it's hard. No, it's a
He's played
it's
10,000
not
games.
100,000. It's 10,000. Yeah, god damn it. Yeah, he's played the equivalent of 10,000 games.
Fuck me.
Of course, DLC adds up to an extra 250 points per DLC pack, and arcade titles can be 200 or 400 points on the Xbox 360, and arcade titles are now 1,000 points on the Xbox One. So,
That's a
He's done
lot
well.
of time spent on a console.
yeah, I believe... No, in fact, it definitely is. Getting to 1 million game score is harder than... No, getting to trophy level 100 is harder than gaining 1 million gamer score, I think.
He did it by getting the I Like a Challenge achievement in Titanfall, if you want to know.
Do you know what that's for?
It doesn't. And I couldn't give it
What was
to Oscar, it's Titanfall.
I like a
Um,
challenge.
Yeah, but the achievement was called I Like a Challenge. And
Find
his
out for
name
you.
is Stallion83, if people want to know.
Yes.
And he's
Ray
got,
something.
yes.
Oh, it's complete all challenges for a single weapon. So I'm assuming they're like Call of Duty challenges or something.
Okay.
Get so
fair
many
enough.
kills and stuff.
Fair enough. Well,
Yeah.
that's fair play to him and congratulations, I suppose. I mean, don't know what else to say, really.
It's an impressive feat. I hope to get to trophy level 100 one day. Level 15 right now.
Yes, that could be Matthew's equivalent. We're going to move on now to that I just read on here about 20 minutes ago that they're making a new Crazy Taxi game for ISO and Android. I mean, it's not major gaming news, but I love Crazy Taxi as a kid, so I'm going to say that's pretty big.
I think I played it on PC.
Really?
Dreamcast.
I played it on Mega Drive. No, I played it on PS2.
Play on Dreamcast.
I was about to say Dreamcast.
It was
sorry.
fun. If the game is what I think it was fun.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It was.
It's
It's
going to be called Crazy Taxi City Rush.
it's an iOS game, which means I'm not holding out. Same as the new Tony Hawk game.
But
it's an
isn't,
iOS game.
um, Isn't Crazy Taxi the original already on iOS and Android?
Yes, I own it.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if it worked like that, I guess this one might work. But again, I find it hard to get excited for anything coming out on iOS because it's probably going to be free to play. It's probably going to have microtransactions.
There is some images here.
It's probably going to be a very shallow experience. Like,
I probably will just purchase it for sentimental reasons.
all right. So, do you
Um,
want to end this off with the movie talk?
Yep. Me and Matthew last time we were here, we did preview a couple of movies on here, which was I forgot. One was about Nintendo versus Sega,
Oh yes.
and
yes.
and the other movie was I forgot what the other movie. Oh, the other movie was about Minecraft, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And this movie we're going to talk about today is The Last of Us. They're making The Last of Us into a movie.
Yeah. Which is it kind of makes sense because it was such a big game and it's so story driven already. But
And
if they're
the two
just
main
telling the
characters are
same,
based off of people, aren't they? So.
yeah, yeah. But if they're just telling the same story as the game, I mean, I've heard of one guy online who, with his girlfriend, this is Rooster Teeth by the way, Bernie Burns, Ashley's surname insert here. She didn't want to play the game, so after you beat the game, you can just watch all the cutscenes together, and it's about, I don't know, 2.5 hours long, and they said it functioned essentially as a movie already. So
Really? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Though.
yeah, but then if they're making a movie using the same storyline, is it worth going to see? I'm sure people will go see it. But
It probably have something different to the gameplay because it's got to have something that's different and that's more attracting. But I can definitely see why they'd make it into a film as the way the game plays, and it is bloody amazing.
yeah, well,
And
it might be
Matthew
your chance
said-
to finally find out what happens at the end, Jack.
Yep,
No.
I will find out one day.
And as me and Matthew said, or me and Matthew had said before, a lot of films that a lot of games that are made into movies do tend to be quite suckish as well, sadly.
Yeah,
And so do
I think this
games
could be a
adapted
good one.
from films.
yeah. I think this could be a good one, though, purely because of how cinematic the game is already.
Yeah.
I think it lends itself to being a movie very easily, unlike, say, Prince of Persia or Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Which,
If they fuck this up, I will be very surprised.
well, it's got a bunch of people who worked on the original game from Naughty Dog working on it, I believe.
Naughty Dog,
Oh,
great
sorry,
company.
and another little bit of news. Sorry, just to butt in there. One of the main people from Naughty Dog was fired, wasn't she, recently?
Oh, yeah. Big scandal, blah, blah. Like, apparently she got forced out. Naughty Dog came out and said she didn't get forced out.
Cut a long story short, she doesn't have a job anymore.
I do feel sorry for her, but she has a good resume. The only issue, I guess, would be that she's getting slightly older now, which
Yeah.
does make it hard to find a job, sadly.
Especially in gaming.
It's a fact. Yeah. I mean, she was at the company for, 10 years?
Something
Wow.
like that, yeah.
Yeah. So she must have done Crash, Jack and Dax. She might not have done Crash, actually. But
No,
Jack and
Crash
Daxter, definitely.
If she was
And
dead for
then
10 years, now Crash would have gone. But
Uncharted,
she,
The Last
no,
of
she wouldn't
Us.
have done Crash.
Nah, Crash is a lot older.
No. But yeah, she's
So-
done some good work.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, she didn't work on The Last of Us, my bad. She did Uncharted.
She's Uncharted, that was
Um,
what she did Uncharted.
Yeah,
Another good game.
Uncharted is a fun. Have you played
So-
them, Jack?
I've watched a lot of Let's Plays on them.
Ah, okay. I know, I've played them all. Jordan gave up about halfway through the first one.
Yeah, I got
Because he
stuck.
couldn't find... Oh, did you get stuck? I thought you just couldn't find time to play it.
No, I just got stuck.
Alright, well. Yeah, they were fun. They definitely got a lot better as the series progressed. And the Vita game is terrible. But, you know,
Right.
that's how it goes.
This has been the news. Thank you for listening.
Cheers!
Good night.
Right, that was that.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.